Hijack Movie Review. Hijack 93-inch is a 2024 Nollywood thriller directed by Robert O. Peters and written by Musa Jeffrey David. The film is based on the true events of October 1993, when 4 young men hijacked a Nigerian Airways flight to protest military rule in Nigeria. The narrative delves into the hijackers' motivations, the ensuing tension aboard the aircraft, and the broader political implications of their actions. Based on a real-life incident in October 1993, Hijack 93 recounts the story of 4 young men who took control of a Nigerian Airways flight. Their goal was to draw global attention to the political instability and repression under the military regime of General Ibrahim Babangida. This daring act was a protest against corruption and dictatorship, making the movie both a historical reflection and a tense drama. The plot summary. The movie begins with an introduction to the 4 hijackers, each grappling with personal grievances tied to Nigeria's socio-political landscape. Their leader, Mallam Jerry, played by Sam Didi, is a revolutionary figure who inspires them to hijack a domestic flight from Lagos to Abuja. Armed with weapons and driven by a vision for change, the hijackers divert the plane to Niamey, Niger. On board, passengers from various walks of life experience intense fear and uncertainty. Among them is Taiwo, played by Nancy Isime, a bilingual passenger who inadvertently becomes the intermediary between the hijackers and the authorities. As negotiations with the Nigerian government stall, the movie explores the hijackers' backstories and their ideological motivations. The climax builds tension as passengers' lives hang in the balance. The movie raises questions about whether the hijackers are freedom fighters or reckless rebels. Themes. Political oppression. The film highlights the struggles of living under a corrupt military dictatorship, drawing parallels to modern governance. Rebellion and justice. The hijackers' actions challenge viewers to consider what lengths are justifiable in the fight against oppression. Human conflict. It showcases the dynamics between the hijackers and passengers, emphasizing the human cost of political strife. Fear and morality. The film explores how individuals behave under extreme pressure, highlighting moral dilemmas faced by both hijackers and passengers. 4. Performances. Nancy Isime as Taiwo, a standout performance as a translator caught in the chaos. Her character balances vulnerability and courage, representing the voice of reason amidst the chaos. Sam Didi as Mallam Jerry, the ideological leader. Didi delivers a commanding performance, bringing depth to the character's motivations. Enina Nwigwe as co-hijacker portrays a conflicted hijacker whose personal struggles humanize the group's actions. While the cast delivers commendable performances, some critics noted that the hijackers' motivations could have been explored further to make their actions more relatable. 5. Cinematography and direction ****. The film makes effective use of close-up shots to capture the emotions of passengers, creating a sense of claustrophobia inside the plane. The pacing is uneven, with moments of high tension diluted by lengthy flashbacks. While the backstories provide context, they sometimes detract from the urgency of the hijacking. Director Robert O. Peters uses a mix of archival footage and dramatized scenes to ground the story in its historical context. However, some critics felt that the political backdrop of 1993 Nigeria could have been more thoroughly depicted. 6. Reception. Critics' opinions. Reviews have been mixed. Positive feedback focuses on the film's bold subject matter and the performances of Nancy Isime and Sam Didi. Criticisms highlight the lack of narrative tension, with some describing the hijacking scenes as underwhelming. The absence of a deeper exploration of Nigeria's political climate during the era was also noted. Audience response. The film resonated with viewers seeking stories about Nigeria's political history, though some found it less thrilling than expected for a hijacking narrative. Global impact. The film performed well on Netflix, achieving a spot in the platform's global top 10 for English-language films, with over 7.3 million views within 3 weeks of release. 7. Strengths. Important historical subject. Hijack 93 sheds light on a lesser-known event in Nigerian history, encouraging dialogue about past and present governance. Compelling performances, the lead actors add emotional weight to the story. Cinematography, the confined setting of the plane is effectively utilized to build tension. 8. Weaknesses. Pacing issues, flashbacks, while informative, slow down the narrative. Underdeveloped political context. The lack of a detailed backdrop about Nigeria's 1993 political turmoil limits the story's impact. Predictable tropes. As a hostage drama, the movie falls into some familiar clichés, making it less suspenseful. Hijack 93 is a bold attempt at recounting a pivotal moment in Nigerian history. While it succeeds in raising awareness and featuring strong performances, the film struggles with narrative coherence and pacing. For viewers interested in political dramas or historical films, it offers a unique perspective, albeit with some flaws.